I mean, that time ago.
It's fine. I named it Elephant in a China Shop. It makes sense.
Yeah,
It
that's
makes sense.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Welcome, Rivet.
Hey, Riv. Okay. So you wanted to ask questions of the guard who is supposed to be retrieving this little miniature elephant?
Well, we were supposed to talk to what, Khalid or something like that, but I want to talk to the person who gave us the job because
Oh yeah.
I want to ask why it turned into a freaking ruidium elephant.
Right. So the note that put you onto this quest that was delivered to your lodgings was signed Professor Limmel Wist, Allegiance of All Sight. I'll go ahead and put that out there. Limmel Wist.
Rushy.
By the way, this is probably because my character's not on the map, but I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, probably. Greg.
Sight is now here.
Yay.
Dun 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 dun.
It's a good thing you guys are in the Allegiance of All Sight.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I forgot to laugh.
2 for 2. Hey, I had a full party of people with disguised self going into Blingdenstone this morning, and they all were like looking at each other and went, "When in Gnome!" So bad.
Wow.
So that's a t-shirt. So you're going to return back to the Allegiance of All Sight and the streets of Sigil instead? Is that the case?
Yeah, we were supposed to deliver it to Rashid. Were we supposed to deliver it?
Yeah.
Where were we supposed to deliver it? Where was Rashid? Because I thought he was at the Allegiance of All Sight, so that's why I'm confused.
I see. Okay. You're supposed to bring it to Gatekeeper Rashid outside of the Crystal Chateau in the streets of Sigil. So, like,
okay,
here.
All right. I guess I'll talk to him first. Because I don't know where this professor is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Rashid?
Let me pull Rashid up on the map here. Yes, my name is Rashid. I am here on behalf of the Crystal Chateau to complete the transaction and give you one renown. A single renown for the Allegiance of All Sight.
Is that like one renown for us to split amongst each other, or like one for each of us?
One to represent the party.
Oh. So, like, Rashid, this was just supposed to be like a figurine, and it was not a figurine. It's a like whole ass elephant.
Yeah.
Like, they were like stomping around killing people. Like, this is not what we signed up for. I think we need to talk to this professor.
Yeah. For not a situation.
I see. Well, it was a magical item that is supposed to transform. Did you use any kind of magical words or some kind of trigger phrase to make it transform?
No, I mean, we were just like carrying it, and then it just became an elephant.
Okay, that is
like an elephant made out of ruidium.
told her she could only use Microsoft Edge. Look what I had to go in and block.
Okay. I don't know. That magical item is not supposed to work that way. This is also not supposed to be made of ruidium, so you have now brought to attention 2 abnormalities when it comes to this magical item. So at least you found a way to solve the issue, the quest that is put before you.
And I walked her out of
I can take the elephant now if you wish.
Not without compensation for the hassle that we have to deal with.
The compensation is the point of renown.
So the compensation is
No.
compensation is that you like us more.
Yes, this is one step along the path to becoming a full-fledged member of the Allegiance of Alsight with all of the different licensures and certificates that come along with it.
Like, I'm okay with that part, but here's the part that, like, I am not okay with, which is that, like, a bunch of people died, right? So, like, I don't really want to have, like, us going around town being like, oh, you guys released an elephant in the middle of a market and it fucking killed a bunch of people. Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, this is not our fault, and we need to talk to somebody in charge. Like, I'm not trying to, like, be mean to you, because, like, I know this is not your fault, but, like, honestly, you need to go get your manager.
I just got Karen'd. Okay, I didn't know that's where this was going.
That's where this is going.
Jor Rashid understands your concerns, which are way more valid than Jor Rashid's paycheck could allow to discern. You're right. This is not her pay grade. Well, just wait a moment. She'll go in and find Professor Whist. Few moments pass. Look around. Birds chirping. People eating kebab and falafel. Pretty cool. Some wizards passing around. Some wizards passing around the place. After a moment, Jor Rashid returns and says, unfortunately, we cannot find Professor Lemuel Whist.
Like, is he, like, on vacation, or, like, he's missing?
Or like he doesn't want to actually come out, so he said you can't find him.
Yeah.
I think you're asking for an insight check. And I think go ahead and hit that insight check to see if Jor Rashid is putting up a front.
I think I'm asking for an intimidation check. No, just...
There's one thing that we are, it's intimidating people.
Yeah.
Where's my insight? There's my insight. Insight. Yeah, because I'm super good at insights.
That's amazing.
Jor
Sounds legit
Rashid.
to me.
Yeah, well, there it is. Sounds legit to you. Jor Rashid answers the question that it would seem that Lemuel, the professor, is currently not around. It is currently the office hours of Lemuel Whist, so they would be in their office. And I apologize, I cannot seem to find them. Yep.
You mean, like, they're supposed to be in their office and they're not? Or, like...
Right. Yes.
Oh.
Correct. Absolutely. That is their job. They are an acting professor on these grounds and do have classes, and currently hard to find. It is not necessarily malicious, but it is wrong. And
yeah, I mean, his students are depending on him. Or they're, I don't know if it's a guy.
Well, now my fear is that you may be implicated in some issues with the police, the military force sitting here in Ankarel. I believe that's a very fair concern that you've brought up. from your story, you did not mean for it to happen. From your story, you were actively involved in stopping it. I don't see how that would fall on your head. However, things like this have happened in the past. What can I do to alleviate your worries?
Monetary compensation.
Oh my god.
Like,
I just work here? I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm here to collect on this quest. I do not represent in any financial way the Crystal Chateau.
aren't you guys like a bunch of magic people? Like, don't you have like, I don't know, like divination or like scrying or like sending or something like that?
I'm a gatekeeper.
No, but I mean like other people here, right? Like, there's professors and shit.
I suppose.
So like, maybe we should just try to find the guy.
I think that's reasonable.
If that's
That
what you
might
want
work.
to do, I'm not sure how much I can allow as just a gatekeeper. The Crystal Chateau is specifically for academics who are enrolled and are going to become members of the Allegiance of All Sight at the end of their educational cycle. So now
Yeah,
you-
I'm like on a college tour. I'm like a prospective student.
right, you have a brochure and everything. I understand
Yeah.
this. Right. But that doesn't mean that I can let you into the Crystal Chateau.
I mean, we talked to like those other guys like at the Crystal Chateau, right? Like maybe we should like, can you just put in a word or something?
That you want to become enrolled?
No, that like we want to talk to Grizz.
Okay. Yes, I will let the headmaster know that adventurers who performed a task have questions, which is fair. And I
I
think
mean,
that's
like
fair.
we talked to him before. Like it's not like we don't know each other.
Right. Okay, I can do this thing. Sure. I see a djinn over here.
Oh, sorry. I was accidentally hit all the wrong stuff. Delete. Go away. There it is.
I need to send you your djinn art that was created.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and then maybe during the I'll do it during the break, and then we can make it your
sounds good.
token if you like. All right. Cool. So Rashid, your Rashid will contact Grizz, the headmaster, when the day is done. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
How close is it to the day being done?
Oh, you know, it's a full work schedule out here. They're pretty busy back to back. And your task.
Like what time is it?
This task that you completed, this elephant task, was it after, like on the same day as the Cobalt Soul, where you were tracking that snake guy around? Is this the same day?
No, I
Different
don't think
day?
so.
No.
Different day.
The next day, yeah.
Okay. So you didn't really do anything in between leaving your stay at the Lap of the Gods. You pretty much went straight. I'd say it's still another 6 or 7 hours till you can have some time. Would you want Joe Rashid to put you on the office hours for the headmaster? That's a little closer.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. So that'll be in like 2 or 3 hours. We can make that happen. Cool. Do you
Guys,
guys want
just,
to
like-
do a short rest? Some of you are beat up.
Yeah, I'm kind of beat up. I think I'm more beat up than everyone, but
I think you are more beat up than everybody.
Yeah.
Like Chip is busy like doing her chippy things while like leaning on someone and looking super intimidating with all of her massive wounds.
Yeah, covered in blood. Let me speak to your manager.
Oh my god. I think that's fair.
So, like, do you guys think this is, like, suspicious?
A little bit.
Only a lot.
Like all of the yes.
Like I don't think this could get more suspicious.
Yeah.
It's-
Do you guys want to, like, go get a kebab and talk about it?
I am down with the kebab.
I think a kebab sounds excellent, actually.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that need of food.
Let's go to kebab. Goofy. Okay.
Is anybody else gonna, like, short rest, gonna do their, any hit die or anything like that?
I will.
Okay, I'll just do Song of Rest then. So let's see what that does. Okay, you will get an extra 5 hit points back.
Cool. My current should be 34.
We didn't level up last session, right?
We did, but we haven't taken a long rest, so it still hasn't taken effect.
Oh.
Yeah.
After the elephant fight?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shoot. I
Right.
jumped the gun then.
Okay, so you are at the Frog and Kebab. Let's do drinks first. Water, coffee,
Coffee.
something premium,
Water.
cola, tea, bourbon. Okay, so
Easy
Uh,
bourbon.
a nice
Straight.
Okay, sir.
single copper piece for coffee, cola, or tea. If you're trying to get something stronger, that's 4 copper pieces. You guys want to pair that with some food? We got some stew. We got a guest chef today named Curdy, who's serving Curdy special, which is nobody knows the exact ingredients, but it's something like a garden surprise, a magister's delight, macaroni and sausages, and ratatouille. All code names.
Okay, I can get behind that.
That sounds good.
The secret
Yeah.
is in
The secret is in the macaroni and sausages. Which is 2 silver pieces. So that's the Curdy special.
I'm just gonna get more kebab.
Okay.
How much was that?
How much is a kebab?
Yeah.
Kebab is a silver piece.
And how much is the coffee?
The coffee is a very little one copper piece.
Okay, cool.
Porridge, hot beef soup, and fresh bread. What are we thinking here? Pork chop and curds. Oh my god. I have to have bacon on the menu all the time, don't I?
Dix isn't here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'll take a Nuka-Cola Ball Out Blast.
What?
Did you say a Nuka-Cola Fallout Blast?
What the fuck?
That's 2
I get
copper
the wrong
pieces. 2 copper pieces.
Oh, I guess not.
It's 2 copper pieces. Yeah, so they have a soda machine there where they fill it up to mostly the top with water, and then they pour Mountain Dew Baja Blast into it, and then gasoline, and then they hit it with the fizzer. Shake it up for you. So go ahead, made straight from Skags.
Why does that actually moderate?
I like it.
For the
That's
gasoline.
how
bar.
my muscles flexes.
Everybody who bought a pairing of food and drink, please give yourself 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Oh, how nice.
Nice.
Alright, I guess I should roll some hit dice here, huh? Let's see, hit dice, come to me. Let's use 2 hit dice, because what the hey.
6. Cool.
Did you throw that 5 on top of it?
Oh,
The 5? No, that
Yes.
would make it 11.
a song of
Yeah,
rest.
for Song of Rest.
To make it 45 total now. Alright, cool.
You guys have currently completed a tier 1 quest for the Allegiance of Allsight and the Cobalt Soul. Is there any part, and Cobalt Soul, the next quest is going to be presented to you in a week. Is there any part of you that wants to perform a quest for the Vermilion Consortium?
No.
Alright.
I need just to build allegiance, but I don't know what they would want me to do. And
I mean, the Vermilion Consortium was like, give us your jewel or we're going to stab you. So I have very little interest in working with them.
I
Okay.
want to be able to do a little rapport, but like, don't want to.
No, if the rivals are working with anyone.
Oh, yeah. They are actually, and it's okay. Oh, you know what? You have to make an official declaration of which faction you are representing before I give that out.
I thought we could do both the Allegiance and the Cobalt.
You sort of can.
But we have to still, like, declare an allegiance to one or the other?
In terms of answering the question that you asked, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, you have to pick one eventually, but, you know.
I
I like
w-
to see how long I can play everything.
I would say with the way you guys are leaning right now, they are probably Vermilion Consortium.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Traitors.
Traitors!
So, you guys, like, what are you thinking about, like, our allegiances?
Not terribly sure. I mean, they all seem like they're trying to be sketchy. You know what I mean? To some degree.
I feel like everybody is only out for what they want. Which I suppose is normal, but I feel like no one's being honest about what it is they want.
So, like, do you guys want to do, like, a pros and cons or something? You know, like...
Suppose putting up the list like that would be a good idea.
Yeah, so, like, Allegiance of Allsight, what are the pros?
School, magic. I don't know
They
them
said,
well
like,
enough.
They said, like, they could get us in with, like, the ruler, right?
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
Jaman Saord.
Yeah, that guy with the weird name.
Unless it's, like, a them or something. You know? Because didn't they say it could be, like, multiple people?
Could, but
I don't
either way.
even know. I don't even know if that's like a pro or a con, but like definitely should be somewhere on this list.
Put it in the middle. We'll figure out which side to put it on.
Yeah. Okay, so like cons.
Of everyone we've worked with, I think they've been the least straight shooting.
Agreed.
Not the Vermilion, or you mean just between them and the Cobalt Soul?
Oh no, even the Vermilion was a little bit straighter with us. I mean, they weren't terribly nice, but they were very straight with us.
Interesting. Okay, what about the Cobalt Soul?
Let's see. It's monks, library.
Honestly, cons, boring.
Also boring, yes, that is the thing.
Pros knowledge?
I mean, yeah, I suppose so.
Do they have? I mean, they're monks, right? Do they? I'm sure they have a little fighting.
Pros question.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Right? Like, Ishanrai, like would you put question in the pros column for Cobalt Soul? I don't really know, like, I know you haven't like really defined anything, but like
I feel like because of what she can offer us in terms of information, yes.
okay, so that's another pro. I guess at this point we just have to like do more jobs or something. But this like whole elephant thing is like a big con.
Yeah. I mean, I think, and maybe I'm just paranoid, I think they knew that was coming.
That's definitely a.
Yeah, like how rare do you think like one of these statuettes that comes to life is? Like, is that like garden variety magical object, or is that like super rare?
I've never seen one. So,
I mean, it seems like if they just sent us to get it, like they wouldn't have sent us unless either A, they thought we were dumb and like wouldn't figure it out, or B, they didn't know what it was.
for a third option, they knew what it was. They figured we would take care of the problem. And that's all I got.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to talk to this professor.
Yeah, I'm very interested in talking to this professor fellow. Very much interested in talking to this professor fellow.
Who got the special?
The special.
Yeah, the special with the coded ingredients at the restaurant.
It was Ishanrai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ishanrai, like, what does that taste like?
The only appropriate description I have for it is it kind of tastes of stringy peanut butter.
Huh.
In like a good way?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I'm still chewing. I'll let you know when I'm through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a thing. Yes.
Okay.
Have you guys ever tried a Fallout Blast?
Did I try soup? I don't think I've ever had that before.
Yeah, that's a new one.
It's
My God, so much sugar.
Yeah.
That's a way of
Sounds like an
describing that.
unnatural color blue. It's like glowing. I don't think that's healthy.
I mean, only reason why I'm drinking it really is because, I used to go do this gym, and a friend recommended it to me, and started drinking it. It's not the best thing in the world, but it gives me lots of energy. So
That's for sure.
I bet you had like some pretty intense workouts.
definitely.
Lots of like arm days.
Leg days too. I can't skip leg days, guys.
Okay, let's move on. let's move on. You guys finish your meals. and you are waiting for a audience with the goblin headmaster that you prefer, who's Chris, which is okay. Not an issue.
Why would you even say that?
Huh?
Why would you even say that?
Why would I say
you made
what? I don't
you
understand.
made a choice, which is not an issue.
Who knows why I say the words that I use in the order in which they are spoken. Grizz Alakritos, the fantastic goblin headmaster here, is waiting for you guys at the Crystal Chateau's steps right here with Jor Rashid. Jor Rashid is letting Grizz know every concern that you have as you walk up to them. Let me go ahead and grab your tokens and scoot y'all over this corner of the map here. Okay. So all that happening, Grizz speaks to you and says, I hear that you have some concerns with the law.
Asked.
If you want to be on something, then you can come back.
Concerns with the law.
That
Oh,
they
yeah.
would be pursuing you.
I mean, the main concern is with the you.
Yeah.
With the me?
Yeah, with the all of you, like with the sending us on a mission that turned out to be like way more dangerous and way more deadly than you'd led us to believe. I mean, we were just supposed to pick up a figurine.
Well, it was a very important figurine. Was that not made clear in the note? Sorry, I didn't actually assign this mission. I had to go over some of the details here. So, from my understanding, Professor Limil had asked you to pick up a marble figurine elephant that was stolen. Huh?
So, like, I thought Jor Rashid was filling you in.
Right.
So, yeah, so, like, it came to life without us even doing anything in the middle of a market square and turned into a ruidium elephant and killed people before we could take it down.
That's bad. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Hence our concerns.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Allegiance of Allsight is often going to be dealing with more dangerous things than what the students at the Academy would be dealing with. We put you on this task, had faith that as adventurers you would be able to deal with this task, and I don't believe that the ruidium part of it was clear to anyone. So that's rather surprising.
It's just a little concerning that this is such a big surprise to everyone when like of course we're surprised because we didn't have anything to do with this, but like why didn't anybody here know?
The knowledge around ruidium is not very vast. It's surprising at all. The item should not have any ruidium on it. When I say should not have, I mean that it wasn't created with ruidium involved. It must have picked up some ruidium while it was being passed around in the market.
How?
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but the thing was made of a red stone.
No.
Like the whole thing was.
No, the whole thing was transformed into something with redstone.
Yeah, it didn't look like anything before we activated it. It just looked like marble.
Yeah. It's just still weird.
Yes, so my understanding of what has happened was that it probably exchanged hands with someone who had been in contact with ruidium.
should that
Um,
change it?
Sidebar.
Oh yeah.
So, you guys, like, does that mean us? Like, haven't we been in contact with Ruidium?
A little bit.
No.
And wait, well, not really. No, because there wasn't any in the the cave.
So we were just looking for it
Mm-hmm.
because of NRL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sidebar.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Nat, you had a question. Why would Ruidium do that to the elephant?
Yeah.
Well, from what information you specifically know, that being outside during a Ruidium moon has bad effects on people. But that's a moon. That's like a whole, space distance away. And the Vermilion Consortium had said they are actively seeking Ruidium to study it and use it as a power source. Greg, you were chasing Aloysia, one of the members of the Vermilion Consortium. It's not impossible to make the connection that Ruidium is maybe a black market item in this city. Could be. It was missing for a while. This elephant was missing for a while. It was, quote, stolen, unquote. And it was located in this weird shop full of knickknacks. Who knows? But it is, you all would come to the conclusion there's no way that whatever adventures you have been going on with the Jewel of Three Prayers had infected the elephant.
Yeah.
Did we ask the storekeep who sold her the elephant?
She died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're not going to find that out.
Yeah.
Unless we have to speak with Dead. Okay.
Not yet.
Well, is there someone in town who could speak with Dead? I mean, I guess not. I don't know. I don't know. You all know clerics better than I do.
Maybe someone in the school has it?
The school is all wizards. Maybe some sorcerers who are pretending to be wizards. And there's definitely like a bard faction, but that's very musical theater and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who would have people who knows speak with Dead?
I don't think you'd know what Speak with Dead is either.
It is.
Right?
Hmm.
Although we are kind of power leveling through this. Right. So Grizz is saying that he's sorry for the complications. We'll make sure that the law, the Hands of Ord, will not meddle in your allegiance of all site affairs. So that would be secured. So now that this elephant is a Ruidium elephant, and it's no longer the marble elephant that we needed it to be, and it's a magical item, we don't really know how to separate Ruidium. We don't really know anything about Ruidium, but what we wanted was the elephant. Do you guys want it? This figurine?
Would we be able to control it?
You mean just keep the thing?
And use it as a magical item.
Yeah, I mean, at least we could like maybe try and figure something out about it. Should we usually have control over the elephant though? Because like we definitely did not have control over this elephant.
No, we did not. We did not have control over the elephant. No, that would be good. Plus, there's a chance. Plus, there might be some more mystical means we could use to track its ownership from hand to hand.
I believe the interaction you had with it in the marketplace will be consistent. You will not have control over it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Probably want to keep it in a sack or something so you don't touch it by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should hold on to it just so we can maybe ask some more questions about it, but
Yeah.
don't want to use it unless there's a situation where a rampaging elephant would be good.
I don't know. I can think of a few instances where I wouldn't mind locking someone in a room with a rampaging elephant. I mean, it sounds kind of fun to me.
It's yours.
Cool.
I can keep it.
Yeah, Garen, you want to hold on to it?
I mean, as in, hold on, put it in my bag of holding?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I swear to God, it's gonna tear it and it's gonna get sent somewhere. Alright, fuck it. I can make another one.
Well, there you go. That's for the party.
Yeah.
Now we have a Iridium elephant.
That you do.
How nice. So, what do we do now?
I mean, you guys want to pick up another job? Or we could, like,
I mean,
go back to the resort and figure out what's going on with that honey.
Or do you want to fast forward and get to the next Cobalt Soul or Allegiance of All side quest?
No,
I don't know. I kind of think, I mean, we got so much time. Might as well use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's use it by taking a long rest, guys. Because I feel like I'm learning new things.
But yeah, no, taking a rest would be great. We got, I mean, poor Chip is squashed, but I'm talking like the next morning.
I'm alright. Yeah.
Well, still, I think taking a long rest wouldn't be a bad idea. Like actually taking a rest, getting some, relaxation. Speaking of, since we're at this university, is there any way I could possibly borrow some books?
The library is available. It's public. So is the Cobalt Soul Library.
Great, I need some books on your gravitational magic.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm gonna go do some research on my blood, so.
Oh.
And other people's blood.
So is there like a pool at this resort?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
So I'm gonna go to the pool.
I'm gonna go to the... Nah, I'm gonna stay in my room and read.
Okay. Let me just do these things one at a time. Library. Omnival Library. It's the public library. Tan stone columns and pointed archways form the circumference of this enormous tower on the northeast side of the Sigil district. Inside, text from across Exandria fills shelves that line the walls and spaces between the floor and the library's vaulted gold ceiling. Okay. So you are allowed to borrow from the library, but the most esoteric and delicate materials require the approval of the Allegiance of All Sight Headmaster.
Okay.
And there are some brand new additions in the library that include copies of the latest excavation in the Sigil district. The librarian is Bookkeeper Kime, a neutral good orc mage. He is a conspiracy theorist and is incredibly observant and is an excellent source of information about what's going on in the city, however a bit wild when it comes to conclusions. But Kime is here, and you want some Dunamancy magic books, some how-to Dunamancy?
Well, yes, there's some Well, I mean, if I'm just approaching the guy, I'm like, yeah, I need some Dunamancy books.
Okay, well, if you're looking for some Dunamancy books, we can get that for you. What is your efficiency when it comes to arcane magic? Are you a student of arcane magic?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. See, I can. It looks like you are a. I think the layman's term is a half-caster?
I am less familiar than I would like to be with my magic, but that was more of a I'm not a wizard.
Okay. I'll put you onto two things right now. You do need to be a wizard of graviturgy, so perhaps you can study it a little bit and perhaps glean some of these magical spells. We've got Sapping Sting, which is you sap the vitality of a creature, and that allows you to face them to fall prone, and it also deals a bit of necrotic damage there. And Magnifying Gravity, which basically makes things heavy. It makes a creature's speed halved, and they also take a bit of force damage. Yeah.
I mean, Jin's just going to write something. I'm actually looking for something that's more theoretical.
Understanding.
Less practical.
Okay, so understanding.
I mean, practical is great. I'll take the practical stuff. That'd be great. But yeah, I'm looking for something more theoretical.
Okay. So, understanding and mastering the forces that draw bodies of matter together or drive them apart. If you wish to be a perusing student of the graviturgy, the arcane tradition, you would be learning about how to manipulate these violent energies of gravity and the benefits and the terrible detriments to your enemies. So we can get you some information on that. Let me give you 4 books here. If we're looking at philosophy, I'll give you a book on adjusting densities, gravity wells and water wells, violent attraction and how love happens, event horizon, what you see beyond the river. So we'll give you these 4 texts here. Do you want to write that down?
Yes.
Okay. So adjust density is the first text here. The second text here is gravity well. The third text, is violent attraction, and the final text is event horizon. Please return these texts within 30 days, otherwise we're going to have to give you some library fees.
That's fine. And then you had 2 spells that you had suggested. What was the Sapping Sting was the first one? What was the second one?
Sapping Sting, the first one is a cantrip, and the second one is Magnify Gravity, which is actually a level 1 spell.
Magnify Gravity. All right, Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. And I'm just going to head back to my resort and enjoy the sun and everything and do lots of reading.
We need your fingerprint, please.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, thank you. You give a fingerprint. They put it in a little vial. They cast a scrying spell on you, and in 30 days, if you don't return these books, they will be able to find you with the scrying spell.
Hey, they gotta do what they gotta do.
That's how they make that money. So that is Jin. I believe Chip is gonna go take a chip dip.
Yep.
Was anybody else joining Chip in the Lap of the Gods bathing pool?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so
Yay.
I would love to spend some girl time with Chip in a pool.
Awesome.
Yes.
It's one of those like artificial hot spring style pools where they have a bunch of stones everywhere that's being artificially heated by ever burning flame spell that's been cast, and so the water is very hot, and they have a whole bunch of people that are here, a lot of rich to-do folk, it girls, as you would, because you're on that side. The guys would be on a different side, obviously, divided by a wooden barrier, and some guards too, because some people are weird.
It's like nude hot springs, is that why?
No, not nude, but things happen.
Oh, okay. That kind of establishment, huh?
Things happen, you know. Okay. So Jin is studying. Our ladies are at the artificial hot springs, and I just want to place everybody. Greg, what are you up to?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll.
Do you want to use
I don't
the
know.
hotel's gym?
Yeah.
They
And,
have one, you know. it's it's
I'll
not
definitely.
okay. So it's not great, Greg. It's not a great gym. It's like a kind of okay looking. Like they got a treadmill, they have a couple weights and stuff like that. But the thing that they focused on in the Lap of the Gods is not necessarily the weights and the machines. The thing that they focused on is the juice bar. They have a very robust juice bar, and they have 3 people working the juice bar. So it's more people are at this place to get drinks than they are actually working out. So the gym is full, and most people are just sitting on the benches or laying about on the different kinds of machines, using them as a place to chat. There's also a
While
very
you were
large mirror. Sorry?
I was working while you were juicing. I was working the weights.
Totally. Absolutely. There's like sending stones on the floor that's kind of propped up against a wall while people are working out and generating content for their social media. All kinds of silliness that's happening over here, Greg. Okay.
Also, when I'm not on the gym, I'm going to like make some pottery or something, because at least try to get that done.
Is Greg a potter?
Yes,
Okay.
has the pottery skills.
Okay, cool. We can do that as like a downtime long rest activity. Awesome.
Yeah.
What do you roll for pottery? Sleight of hand? What do you roll for that?
Potter?
Or like dexterity with proficiency, because it's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah. Do it, Greg. Let's see how good your pot is. Let's make a pot. Dexterity with proficiency.
Bruh.
Pot.
You don't,
Greg is opening a pottery class. Let's go after school.
you don't have the necessary. I got -1 dexterity. Ooh, 17.
17 is a pretty solid pot, Greg. What kind of pot
That's
did you make? A small one? A big one?
So that's a 20 in total.
Whoa. Okay.
I made like a small pot with an intricate design, and I'm going to get somebody to paint it. I get you paint pots.
People paint pots, yeah.
Yeah, gonna get someone to paint it. It's like a those dragons, but not like an actual those Chinese dragons. It wraps around the pot.
Uh-huh. Do you
And,
make pots?
at the bottom? There's like a little mountain.
Do you make pots to sell, or do you make them for a collection? I'm fascinated.
He usually does it. He does it at a hobby, but sometimes his pots rack up, and then he has to sell them. He can't just keep them.
Cool.
So he'll sell them.
Okay. Excellent. Greg is pot selling and pot making. Garen, what are you doing on your off day?
I need a lab. A small, decent lab. If not, then he's probably going to go to the hotel and make a little chemistry lab in there.
If you are looking for a place, you can use the Terrace Schoolhouse, which is not the Crystal Chateau. The schoolhouse is open to the public, and they do have places where you can perform lab exhibitions and things like that. Are you bringing your own materials, or are you buying or borrowing, rather?
I have my alchemist supply and herbalism kits, so I think that should suffice for what I'm attempting to do.
Yeah, so you can totally like rent out a science classroom here, and they have a place where you can rinse your eyes out and rinse your hands out. They have all kinds of medical equipment here and all kinds of chemistry equipment in different science classrooms that you can use. When you walk by, you smell the distinct odor of preservatives, of cats and pigs and other kind of creatures on the way to being dissected in the various nursing courses that are taking place at the Terrace Schoolhouse.
Ooh, I hope there's no druids around.
Brody! No.
Okay. But, yeah, Garn is gonna be in his lab testing blood samples and stuff. I'm messing with genetic structures.
To what ends? Why are you doing this?
To create mutations. Such as... one of them is called a formula of mobility, which basically makes your body almost like jello, in the sense where you cannot be restrained and easily slip out of objects. Or one that increases your endurance, where you're more faster but at the cost of strength and such.
Is anyone here familiar with Abraham Hermbler?
Nope.
No.
Okay, well, Abraham Hermbler is a student, teacher, citizen doctor here, and is the grandfather of necronautics. And I feel like Garin is kind of leaning towards mad scientist work
I am
here.
totally okay with this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So you are currently using Abraham Hermbler's office, science classroom. It says that this student of necronautics, and as a fellow doctor, Dr. Garin, you would know that Dr. Abraham Hermbler killed himself and brought himself back to life. So he's an undead wizard / warlock artificer. Yeah. So yeah, he brought himself back to life, and as a warlock patron, he is beholden to himself. He is his own warlock patron.
That's crazy. What? I wish I
No,
had
that
my
takes
own
talent.
warlock.
That's talent. That's what that is.
Yeah, wow. I should read up on this guy's books.
Yeah, so if you want to get some help with doing these strange potions, he can lend you his familiar. It's a little imp who consistently yells at everybody that he's invisible. But this imp actually never learned how to turn invisible. So.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't mind the helping hand.
Cool. So we'll make all that potion stuff happen. Excellent. Do you want to roll to see how successful you are?
Sure. What would that be, like a alchemy supply roll?
Yeah. Yeah, some kind of alchemy tools roll. Which should be a roll with intelligence and your proficiency bonus.
Alright, let's see how that goes. 25.
Damn. Yep. Dr. Garin does not miss. No notes. Excellent. Sweet. Okay. Is there a scene between Ishanarai and Chip at the Lap of the Gods?
Well, there could be.
I mean, like, what kind of scene are we discussing?
You did just tell me you're 40 years old.
You said you wouldn't mind doing some girl time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what is that? How does this scene play out?
So, go ahead.
Well, Chip, I feel like I haven't really found out how you got here. I mean, we spent all this time together and we haven't really had a conversation. How did you end up being, well, in this position? You seem so nice and chipper.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's my name, duh, right?
I mean,
Um, I mean, yeah, I was just like, yeah, like I graduated high school and like my mom and my dad and my coach were like, you should go to Bard College, you know? Like you could do that. That would be cool. That would like set you up for like your future and stuff, but like I wasn't like ready. So I
right.
thought like, hey, I'll go find my brother and like hang out with him because he's got this like really sick apartment like on the coast. It's like very cool. But then like I was like traveling and I ran into these people like and they were like, "Hey, we're going to go to this like competition." And I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to go to this competition cuz like I'm so good at things, right?"
Right.
So like so yeah, so I was like, I'm going to go to this and then I went and it was like different, like all this stuff happened, right? Like it wasn't just like a competition. And so I was like, huh, okay, so like I guess this is like my gap year. But then I don't know, I mean like maybe like maybe I like don't want to go to college.
Okay.
I don't, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's just like when I was in high school, like I was like at the top of the pyramid, right? I mean, and I mean that like literally and figuratively. Um, but like I don't know, like college, like I'm not gonna be like on top anymore because like all these people are like so much smarter than I am. And everybody's like, oh yeah, you're just a fucking cheerleader. So I don't know, like this adventuring thing is fun. Like I like getting all beat up and like, you know, like casting spells and doing cool stuff. Like it's really fun. So like yeah, I just kind of chilling, just like trying to figure it out. So like
Well,
what about you?
well, first of all, I don't think a lot of other people are smarter than you. I think you're actually incredibly smart. I think people don't believe you're smart because you're so nice and you're a lot of fun and you're so encouraging that people don't realize how smart you are. So, first of all, I think you need to think a little bit higher of yourself. I think you could go to college if you want to. I think you could do whatever you want, really.
I mean, yeah, that's like really sweet. Thank you.
As for me, I've done a lot. So essentially my family, the village that I grew up in, was attacked and basically was burned to the ground. My parents, my family, my friends, my entire village was burned to the ground, and everybody was killed. And when basically the local king, when he showed up to rescue the town, it was too late. And he found me cowering and hiding under a table, not knowing what to do. And when he found me, he offered me a chance to come be with him and grow up in his castle and be trained as a warrior and a fighter. And come to find out, he knew something I didn't know. He knew what I was capable of, and my psychic abilities, my gifts with telepathy. And even I didn't realize that, but apparently he knew. And he adopted me, and then along the way, he adopted other kind of kids and people similar to me, and we trained. It was me and 4 other people, and we became our own family. We trusted each other. We lived in the castle together. We lived, we trained, we beat up on each other. And we fought together.
Like, how old were you when that happened?
7. I was 7.
Do you like
I have been alive.
remember everyone? Like,
oh yes, very well. I remember my best friend was an 8-foot tall Minotaur. Had the biggest smartass attitude I've ever met in my life. And he protected me with his life. I knew a Yuanti named Glory who would constantly mother me and make sure I was taken care of. A fighter named Tarun who had no fear like anyone I'd ever seen. The only other girl in the group was a witcher, and she wasn't afraid of anyone, despite being kind of small in stature. And then, of course, my best friend, the Minotaur. He had a given name, but he was a couple of years older than I was. And I used to call him my cow to pick on him. And somehow that morphed into me giving him the nickname of So he was Mo the Minotaur.
so like, how did you end up here? Like, how did you end up like adventuring with us?
I have lived and died 3 times. I have had my soul taken out of my body, spread over 5 different planes of existence. I have been put into a long slumber for 400 years and then woken up in a brand new world, my friends. We were put basically into a deep sleep, prepared and ready to fight the next band of enemies in the next life. So we slept for 400 years and we woke up and we fought again. We fought dragons and bad guys, people that tried to take over our land, people, our country, people who tried to kill our king, the same king who rescued us from what could have been far worse fates as children. And
So,
in that, the last time, after our last fight, my 4 friends, my 4 warriors, my 4 comrades. See, as long as you were alive, as long as there was a part of you that was living, you could be put into this deep sleep. And you could wake back up again when the time was appropriate, when you were called out of your deep sleep.
but like, did you like want to go to sleep though? Isn't it kind of weird for them to be like, yeah, go to sleep now for 400 years, and then you just wake up and they're like, okay, now it's your turn to like go do some shit for us? I mean, isn't that like kind of...
No.
I mean,
The loyalty we had to our country and to each other was bigger than just us. It wasn't really that they told us to go to sleep, it was that we knew that what we had to do could only be done when the time was right. So the only way to save our people, the only way to keep our country safe, was to go to sleep, let our souls rest, and then wake up when the time was appropriate to fight. And that's what we did. Unfortunately, our last battle, my 4 friends didn't make it. So when we went into our castle and they laid down, my 4 comrades didn't wake up.
Like, why?
They were too wounded, they were too hurt, they had all taken very severe damage. See, it only functions if your body is able to heal itself. If the wounds are not bad enough, then when you go to sleep, you'll heal. All 4 of them fought so hard next to me, and their wounds were so bad and they were so injured. They wouldn't make it. But they put everything they had into making sure that I did, so I could continue fighting, and I could wake up again when the time was appropriate to keep helping people. In the name of our country, in the name of loyalty and honor and service. The words that we, now I, live by. So I went to sleep. And when the time was appropriate, when my soul felt the calling to wake up again, I woke up. And when I woke up, I came out of my castle and essentially found myself in this time. Really, I'm not even sure how long I've been asleep, to be honest. But I knew that my soul felt the calling to wake up and keep helping people.
Now, when you woke up, was like everything different? Like, you're like,
Oh, yes.
like everybody's so old, or I don't know. No, I guess like they wouldn't be old enough for that, but you know what I mean.
It's been hundreds of years. Things have changed so much, Chip. The way the world is now and the way people behave. It's not as black and white. It's not as cut and dry as it used to be when my kingdom was around. When my king was king. Everyone in my life has long since been gone. But that's okay. This is my calling. This is what I am supposed to do. And after I woke up, I searched. I looked for people and places that I felt the calling to go to. I looked at people around me and I searched for who I believed needed my help or needed a companion, needed a fellow fighter, needed someone to protect them.
Is that how you met Jen?
Yeah. That's it. Kind of a cute story, actually. He fell asleep in the ruins of my castle. So when I woke up, I found him. Sitting in the ruins. Of course, when I woke up, I didn't know they were ruins. I woke up and found them that way. Grown over and old. But I found him. Somebody else who I suddenly realized was as strong as I was, but who was alone, just like I found myself.
It's like Sleeping Beauty, right? Like that story.
I mean, Jin is a little pretty when you take his mask off.
So, like, are you guys just friends or what? I mean, you think it's pretty.
What I feel towards him is similar to what I felt towards the people I was with in my time.
Yeah, like ride or die friends, right?
The loyalty and the love and the dedication, the things we've already been through. The only thing that will stop me from putting myself directly between him and any enemy that tries to hurt him is someone will have to absolutely rip the soul out of my body again, like someone once tried to do hundreds of years ago. And even they didn't succeed.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty hard to do anything to you. You're like so strong and like tough, you know, like so like hard to hurt.
I've made myself that way over the years. The only way to help people is to make sure I'm strong enough to do it. So I've made myself that way. And as I'm sitting there in front of Chip, I pull out a medallion that I have had tucked into the inside of my shirt. I pull out a medallion and I don't take it off, but I pull it up and out of my shirt so she can see it. And it is a chainmail handmade chain. It's silver. And at the end of the chain is a shield-shaped pendant. And on the front of it is carved the letters KZ, and on the back are the words, or carved are the words loyalty, honor, and service. And I tell her, this is what me and my friends wore many, many years ago when we fought and died together. This was the medallion for my country, for my people. The KZ stands for Knights of Zion. That was the name of our country, of our land. Zion was beautiful. You've never seen anything like it. Sunlight hit it and it just sang with peace and glory and harmony. You could almost feel the shimmer. You knew how peaceful and safe it was when you crossed the border into it. We accepted and loved everyone for what they were, and we believed that no matter what bad you did in your life, if you chose to live differently and you do good, you could. It was wonderful. And I never take this off. It's the only thing connecting me to them now.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you. That sounds like that's pretty sad, right? Like I don't know, like that place sounds pretty cool, and I'm sorry that like you lost so much, but I'm glad that you're with us now.
I'm glad I found you guys too. It's nice to have another family again. And no need to be sorry. I have wonderful memories of my friends, my adventures. I've ridden on the back of dragons. I've trained them. I even had my own. She was bright purple in her scales, and she shimmered in the sunlight.
That sounds so cool.
She was absolutely beautiful. Huge with a long tail and wingspan that looked like it went on forever. Shockingly enough, she didn't breathe fire or ice, but her tongue was sharp as a sword. It's one of the reasons that, see, at my home, you were not assigned a dragon, you were given one. You were allowed to connect with the dragon that fit your personality. And so I got her because everyone said that my ability to mess with people's minds and my inability to keep my mouth shut, which got me into more trouble than I'd like to admit, went very well with the sharp tongue of my dragon. So she became mine. She was so cool. You would have loved her. In fact, all of my friends had their own dragons. But there's no need to be sorry, my dear. I have lived so many lives and been through so many adventures. At this point, I'm just happy I'm not alone anymore. I trust you guys. And
We got you.
I treat you the same way I treated them. We're not just partners. Out here, it's family.
Alright, I think it's time for like a fruity drink.
I think it's absolutely time for a fruity drink. I'm thinking either a margarita or. What do you think?
Margaritas for sure.
Definitely a margarita. I call dibs on a strawberry.
Fine. I guess I'll go classic.
I suddenly raise my hand to the water. And is there the equivalent to like a pool boy or like a cabana boy out here? Like, do I have to snap my fingers and like get somebody cute to come over here to get my drink?
You can totally do that.
I would love to raise my hand up out of the water and just start snapping fingers. Be like, cabana boy, we're gonna need some martinis or margaritas over here. I'm gonna need a classic and a strawberry immediately. Make them stronger, please.
Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? All right. So so one that's fruity and one that's strong.
Yes.
Okay, so the strong one is called the Action Surge. And the fruity one, there are a couple here. I'm looking at. Okay. You know what? Choose. Okay, either the spell book or the druid craft.
Oh, the druid craft by far.
I guess I should get the spell book then so I can get something different.
Oh, I thought the Action Surge was
Oh,
a Sunrise drink.
I mean, Chip, you pick the one you want.
I want the Action Surge. I like action.
You like the
There
Action
you
Surge?
go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Wrong
I
music.
just want to see what Tiny Chip is like when she's tipsy.
Tipsy Chip?
Tipsy
Chip.
Is that like Chip with like ranch dip?
I need to go.
I know, it sounds like a
Gypsy.
band.
Yeah.
It does.
No,
oh my god.
Chipsy Dip. I'm taking a Chipsy Dip.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it sounds like a band name. I love it.
Okay. So, as you know, I know nothing about alcohol. So, please bear with me if I say any of these things wrong. So, it's 1 3/4 ounces of vodka, 1/4 ounce of triple sec, 4 ounces of surge soda, a splash of cranberry juice, 2 lime slices, and a couple of maraschino cherries.
Yes.
Okay. So, highball glass with lime slices and cherries, half filled with ice, vodka, triple sec, surge together, which is a shake. Pour into a prepared glass on top with a splash of cranberry juice. So the red slowly combines with the green and looks like blood pumping.
I am upset. Are you reading this off of something or are you making this up?
I have a person who gives me stuff.
I am obsessed with everything you just described. I need you to send it to me over Discord so I can try to order it somewhere.
Is there like a D&D cocktail recipe book? Because there
needs
be.
to be.
So many.
There is.
There are so many. And the spell book was the other order, right? Or
Yeah.
You want a druid craft.
The druid craft.
Or the druid craft. I'm sorry.
Okay. The druid craft is 1.5 ounces of gin, an ounce of elderflower liqueur, half an ounce of honey, 3/4 lemon juice, 2 ounces of club soda, a teaspoon of culinary lavender, and 3 sage leaves. So this one's popular. It's floral. It's light. You shake the gin, the elderflower liqueur, the honey, the lemon juice, the lavender, and 2 muddled sage leaves with ice strained into a glass. Garnished with more sage leaf, little bits of lavender, and the drink is the style here. So this is not a slurp. This needs a straw.
I'm game. I mean, like, I'm getting thirsty sitting here.
I'll send you how to mix it. I'll send you the picture as well.
Yes. I must know.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Craft and action search. Okay, so I guess that's our day off, everybody. Not bad.
Day drinking and girl talk.
Rock on.
I see nothing wrong with either of those.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great day off, actually.
Yeah, I wish I could do
Absolutely.
that more often.
Girl, amen to that.
So we'll do that. We'll do a long rest. And when we come back, I need the party to decide if you're going to do the tier 2 quest for the Allegiance of Allsight or the Cobalt Soul. We are in the middle of our session, so we'll take our 15-minute break here.
Yay!
Thank you.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. Good timing. There we go. Okay. All right. So long rest, temporary hit points for the food, and everybody is level 7-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Temporary hit points from food we ate this
The
morning,
day
or
before, yeah.
oh, we still have it.
I want to use it. I don't want to waste it.
Well, I don't know. I was just because I can do inspiring leader too. So
Oh, let's do that instead.
yeah, because that's 11.
Yeah. I love the Chip is a leader, a bard is a leader thing. The leadership abilities built into the class.
Come on, y'all saw the D&D trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We saw
Yeah,
it
we-
and made content on it. We fought a little bit about it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that trailer?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I'm
excited.
pretty excited too.
I'm excited about that owlbear wild shape.
I heard that there's going to be a Critical Role cameo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't watch Critical Role, so I probably, unless there's like Matt Mercer there, I mean,
Yeah.
I probably won't get any other.
Yeah, I'm
reference.
with you there.
So,
Mhm.
so the current running theory is at the conclusion of the movie, they're gonna be all like, "Okay, guys, great session. See you again next Thursday." Is the dream?
Oh, so like at the end is them actually playing the characters in the movie.
That's the dream. Yeah.
That would be a pretty good.
Gosh, I hope not.
Really, you don't like that?
I hate that because then it destroys all of the tension and everything that was done during the thing when you make it into something that's not like, I mean, it's a movie, so it's not real, but like when the fiction is that it's not real, it destroys so much tension and so much it invalidates all the struggles the characters went through. So I have serious issues when people do stuff like that.
I mean, but it's D&D. I mean, you do have struggles, but yeah, no, I 100% know what you're talking about.
I remember how in the 2000 and 2005 movies they tried to make it as movie as possible, and those things did very bad. Flopped really hard, and I watch all that stuff on Amazon. What's it called? Zero Charisma and Of Dice and Man, and all of those really tongue-in-cheek, like, "Hey guys, we're playing D&D here," stuff like that. So I'm happy that that stuff is getting the Hollywood treatment. Because that other stuff looked like garbage.
Oh, it was bad, but this is a movie that's obviously not taking itself very seriously, but at the same time, it's like trying very hard to create something that people like us who've played the game will be like, yeah, I've seen that. That's like totally my like the way our party works. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good movie.
What
Yeah.
level do you think they are?
Oh, I have no idea.
Probably not level 20, but you know, she did turn into an owl bear. Maybe she has a wound or something.
Well, she's drew to the moon. And
No boon can give you that.
oh, boon, yeah.
We're saying a lot of people are saying it's probably not 5th edition.
Yeah, it's most likely not.
Why?
Interesting.
The owlbear's
The owlbear is way more feasible in 4th edition.
because the CR is not as high as in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, creative license, right?
Well, you also have to remember, like, they're going to go owlbear because everyone likes owlbears.
Yeah.
And so people are going to go, hey, it's an owlbear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, having her just wild shape into a regular ass bear is a little disappointing for like a, blockbuster movie.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that would be pretty cool.
I think bears are
I
cool.
mean,
Yeah.
as you watch the trailer,
Bears are
there's enough.
cool, but bears and owls together, it's like you're getting two animals in one.
I hear that, but then it's like, okay, so owlbears are a monstrosity. Pick a different monstrosity. There's a lot of cool shit out there.
Yeah.
We're going with all the like classic monsters.
Wild shape into a bullet or something.
Stupid. So dumb. I'm gonna turn into a land shark. Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
You know, I think it's still possible, but like you can play a ranger and get a bullet. If I remember correctly, it's like there's some like weird ass way to. But I was watching a video and there's like a weird ranger build that lets you get a bullet.
So you have to catch a bullet first?
I'm not sure how he did it. You don't necessarily have to catch. I forgot what he did. But like then again, it was like at the later levels. I forgot how he did it, but like apparently he got a bullet as a animal companion.
Star, as someone who plays sorcerer for 3 years, are you disappointed at the sorcerer representation in the movie?
I mean, I feel like I'm always disappointed by sorcerer representation, so...
Okay.
I feel like sorcerers get shit, and I'm like, I fucking love sorcerers. People are all about wizards, like, okay, whatever, sure, that's great, but I don't know.
Do you know why they get shit?
Why?
Because for the longest time in Dungeons and Dragons, charisma was a dump stat. And so when 5th edition came out, they were like, okay, we're gonna fucking make a spellcaster that's all about charisma. What now?
It's fun, I like it.
Yeah, and everybody was like, we see what you're doing. You're not tricking anybody. This, like,
well, like, what about bards?
Bards are
what about warlocks?
Still fully a support class.
I think warlocks weren't
what
charisma.
About warlocks?
Yeah,
they
weren't a charisma-based caster.
Yeah, I think they're like wisdom.
Sorcerers don't have to... I mean, sorcerers can be support.
I think warlocks were like...
I mean, it seems like support and
intelligence before. I think they changed that in 5th edition.
I need a fully violent bard subclass. I need the bardic inspiration to be like self-serving,
College of Swords.
just greedy.
College of Swords is up your alley.
I don't know, man.
All of that is like basically just battle maneuvers for yourself. That's pretty much what a College of Sword is.
I want a bard that can deal smite damage like Riazo.
Not happening.
Not happening?
It's possible. I mean, you can go.
I'll get to work on the subclass.
You would have to multi-class, but
okay.
I don't know. Like,
we're gonna shove the conversation so that we can get back to D&D. And although I love talking about this stuff with you guys. Morning's here. You guys are ready to go back out there. What is the party committing to today? What is on the agenda?
Regicide.
You want to do another Cobalt Soul one?
I mean, it's either that or like the Honey Bandit.
I kind of think that Cobalt Soul has been the straightest with us, so I'm okay with doing some more work for them.
Got it.
And maybe if we go to the library, we can ask them about the elephant.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if this job will take us to the library, but...
Well, either way, if it doesn't, it'll get us one step closer to their giant library.
Back to the district for now. And I need to put Greg on this map because Greg wasn't here last time. Greg. Oh, that's a lot of handouts. There you are. Found ya. Okay.
Is there still a bunch of honey here?
It's been like 2 days now.
There's just a bunch of ants now.
Okay. So, early this morning, Prolix Yusuf, the researcher and person who over to the Allegiance of Alsight meets you. But we're looking at a professional quest. So that's weird, but he's here. Oh no, that's a different one. Okay, that's the Allegiance of Alsight one. That's Prolix. Okay. Who has the Sending Stone from the Cobalt Soul?
I think I do.
Thought it was Chip. I don't have it.
Yeah, I think I have it. Yeah.
Okay. So, Sending Stone, you hear the voice of Iwo Zalair. And the message is as follows. Still interested in joining the Cobalt Soul? Please meet me at the Temple of the Mentor. I have another mission for you.
Yeah, I'll text back. Okay. Give it a thumbs up.
Wait. Are we saying that sending stones are for texting?
I was gonna say, is there an emoji setting?
Yeah.
Is there like a voice?
Sorry, I don't
Amazing.
take phone calls.
Amazing. I'm writing that down. Today has been very profitable when it comes to memeing shit. Oh no, there's the ink on this pen! Ah! Okay, I'm dying. I assume you tell the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Everybody gets a message that Iwo wants to talk to you about Tier 2 quest for the Cobalt Soul. Is there anything the party wants to do before leaving the Lap of the Gods?
I have a question for Garen.
What is it? Shoot.
You do experiments and crazy stuff, and you build things, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I gave you my sword, what could you do with it?
I can make it a magical one. Probably sharpen the edge up. Letting it do, I guess, a bit more damage. But you'd have to give it to me, like, by the end of tonight, so that I can work on it.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Alright, thanks, that's it.
Alright, so Jin and Garen will have an Artificer collab later. Cool. Greg, Ishanarai, anything to do before leaving the Lap of the Gods?
How soon before we?
I think that's up to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately want to do.
There's nothing specific I can currently think of. I just want to make sure that like survival supplies are all caught up. So, food, if we have flasks, water, they're filled up, that kind of stuff. Just make sure we've got.
You guys are gonna need to restock for sure. If you're going to leave the city, that does need to be taken care of.
Alright, yeah, let's get some food. I want to pick up a new dagger and a hand axe, too.
Okay, new dagger and a hand axe. Can I get the prices for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Should be cheap as heck. Dagger, 2 gold pieces.
Cool. And then specifically something that's hand axe, something that specifically looks more like a tomahawk type, because those are way better to fight with.
Tomahawk type. 5 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Okay, I'll just hand him 6 because I hate the math. So that gives me 8.
So, like the soul or whatever that's in my longsword, is it a person with a name and a gender?
It is a being, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that you probably need to give it a name.
Okay. So, like, Jessica told me I have to get rid of my other longsword. So I guess I should like sell it because like she was very adamant. She's like, you need to get rid of any other swords that you have because I am the only sword that you can have.
Well, yeah, I got nothing.
Interesting. Wait,
But yeah, I'm gonna sell my longsword, my regular longsword.
Oh, okay.
actually, I'm going like
5 gold pieces
just
are returned to you.
just remembered I wanted to like find somebody to paint my pot.
Oh, I thought you did that yesterday. Quote unquote yesterday.
I guess I can paint it.
Yeah, you got
No.
somebody to do it yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Well,
It-
can I sell? Can I go like sell it or something?
Yeah. I think that's pretty fair. So you're going to go and sell this pot that is you rolled a 20 on crafting for it, right?
Yes.
Cool. So you rolled a 20 on crafting for it. You can go to an artisan shop. They do things like plates and cups and pots and such, and you can present it after it's been painted to look like a dragon wrapping around it, an Asian style dragon with a mountain beneath it. All that is being taken into account.
How much can I sell this for?
How much are you selling it for? You're the vendor here.
I don't know good prices.
10 gold pieces is a pretty good price for a piece of artistry. You like 10 gold sound good to you?
Is he saying that or is you saying that?
I'm talking to you. Nat, if you like 10 gold.
Gonna try to get 12 gold pieces.
Try and get 12 gold out of this. All right, let's roll persuasion.
Let's see. Persuasion. 18.
18 is great. So the initial selling price, we're saying is 10 gold pieces with a little bit of showmanship and knowing how to talk prices up. We can bring that up to 12 gold pieces.
Thank you. I will be taking that offer, and it's a pleasure doing business with you. I give him a firm handshake, and I pass over the pot.
Excellent. Star, for Chip's Sword of Vengeance, I put in some base stats in there for it. Are you okay adding the rest of the longsword stuff onto that weapon? Or do you want me to add it?
Where did you put it? What are you talking about?
The Sword of Vengeance that you got, I put it in your attacks and spellcasting box in your character sheet.
Oh, in Roll20.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
You have it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I do.
Never mind. All right. Okay.
I mean, I can do it in there too. I haven't really. I need to level up anyways, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got some supplies, and we are ready to move on. You will get to the Temple of the Minotaur, reconnect with Ewo, and Ewo is going to show you a map of the city with a circle noting a location in the river district. We suspect that a local baker named Krook is involved in the illegal sale of dangerous magic items, but we need proof before involving the Hands of Ord. The circle on the map shows where the bakery is located. We assume that Krook does all his black market business after sundown when the bakery closes. I would suggest that you wait until then to approach the place.
Sorry, can you repeat that last part?
Right. So the assumption is that Krook does black market business after sundown when the bakery is closed.
Okay.
So the suggestion is to approach at nightfall.
Yeah.
So again, the tasks are: 1. Obtain proof that Old Man Krook is selling magic items on the black market, and 2. Confiscate any magic items found at Krook's bakery and bring them to Iwo.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and paste that in the Roll20 chat for reference later. Iwo is going to pay the party 250 gold pieces up front.
Okay.
With the promise of an additional 250 gold pieces if you obtain proof that Krook is selling magic items, and another 250 gold pieces for each magic item you retrieve from his bakery. So Iwo is showing the Cobalt Soul is good for it.
That's good.
So, how much for proof?
If you obtain proof, another 250 gold pieces on top of it, and each illegal magical item that you retrieve, 250 gold pieces for each magical item.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. So split between the 5 of you is math? 50 gold?
50 each now, yeah.
50 now. And all that other stuff. So we're gonna see if Krook is crooked. Do you guys have any questions before we set you off to the River District?
Nope.
Okay. So the party heads over to the bakery, and you see a kindly elder baker, Old Man Krook, who is running the bakery here. It's still midday. So, do you want to do anything during the day, or would you like to wait for nightfall?
Maybe wait until just before nightfall? So you can see who the last customer of the day is?
Well, there's probably would be a good idea would be to get, if we could listen in and get the conversation, because there's probably, like, if you sell illegal stuff, there's probably like a code word or something. You know what I mean? Like they would come in and ask for a fishing rod and like 50 feet of string, which would mean like I need a longbow and 50 arrows. You know what I mean? There's got to be some kind of way for him to know which customers are coming in or which.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is our approach then? Should we try and talk to Krook and just, charm him or get the information out of him that way? Or do we want to surveil?
I mean, I could, I guess, attempt to sell my alchemical jug and see if he's interested in some shape or form.
Interesting. What does this bakery look like? Like how many stories, how many doors?
That is this building before you. It's a lot of shadowy bits to it.
Yeah, you can't
But,
see it at all.
Yeah, but there's there are large letters above the door that say Old Man Krook's, and there's a scent of honey and rose mingling with the smell of fresh cut grass. Go ahead, give me a perception check. Okay. With that, you notice that there's a sign on the front of the door. It's one of those signs that people flip, where it's like open and closed. So currently, it's in the open side, and there seems to be some strange discoloration on the sign. But with an 8, that's all I can give you. There's also a small silver bell on the door for jingling. There is a display case. Old Man Crick is a half-orc. He's counting the proceeds of the day and having conversations with people kind of lingering in and out of the bakery. It looks like the store is about to close down.
Well, I suggest we get in there and say hello.
Yeah.
Gang, I have a thought.
Oh, okay.
Real quick. I have an ability that lets me basically embed a sensor into an object, and for the next 24 hours, I can use my action to learn the object's location relative to me, and I can look at the object's surroundings from its point of view as if I was there. So if we want to investigate anything in here, why not let me go in and find something that's like sitting up near the counter that would be near like a back door, and I can embed the sensor in an item in the shop, and then we can wait out the rest of the day, and then in a couple hours I can use my action and I can see what the object sees, or wait until after hours after they close, and then I can use my action to see what the object sees in the room.
You want to like put it on a gold piece and then buy something?
That'll get stuffed in a drawer.
Yeah, I mean, that'll get stuffed in a drawer. That's what I'm worried about. If I were to walk in and if I don't know, like a hat on a rack, like something that's
or a pebble.
Go touch some like bread that wasn't sold or something.
Yeah.
Or like literally like, is there just looking in the window at tables or anything?
Would you be walking around and surveying the bakery?
Like if I were to walk in the front door and if there's like a window or something, like if I can see in it, if not, let's walk in. But is there like tables or chairs in the bakery, like for people to sit down at?
So from the window, you can see that the main room has tables on the left wall and the right wall, and the counter towards the back of the room. So it's really just you go in there, you pick up the bread, you purchase it, and you leave. There's no dining area, but if you stand at the counter, you can fully see the kitchen.
Gotcha. That works really well. All right, I'm gonna go up and buy a loaf of bread so it doesn't look like I'm literally surveying the place.
Okay. Is anyone else entering the bakery?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Counter.
Why not? I mean, everybody's gone.
Great.
I want to be like the cool kid.
Let's split you guys up. So Chip, Garin, Greg, and Jen, you are technically on bread, but I don't have space in here, so just be aware that there is bread there. You're not crushing it. It's just the space is kind of small. So you can see the counter. There's some coin here. There is the kitchen in the back, and there is Old Man Croon here, just fixing up the display. Sees a whole lot of people walking in, and is pretty happy to see so many people here. What can he do for you?
Do you have like a special?
Yeah, we have some sweetbread. We get it from a special kind of dough from a set of islands off the shore of Marquette. It is called bandisal.
It's not. I would have thought that you would like make your dough like in house.
Sometimes, but sometimes people have a request for things that are foreign.
Do you have baklava?
Yes. Yes, we would.
I'll get a baklava and a sweetbread.
Okay. 6 copper pieces. Old Man Crook goes around, starts gathering some bread, putting it in paper, rolling it up, handing it to you. Old Man Crook is a little preoccupied. He takes a bit to get around and do these things. If anybody would like to do a perception check while you're in here, while he's distracted, or doing an investigation check while he's distracted, please go ahead. Tell me why and roll it.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious why he's distracted.
Yeah, I want
because
to do
he's doing this thing for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Investigation. There we go. Because
perception.
Oh.
So for Jin's investigation, is this like you're touching things, smelling things, looking at the walls and stuff?
Yeah, it's more looking for what's the word I'm trying to think of how to articulate this. It's like lines or movement or something that would indicate. I don't know, like something that would be out of place. Marks on the floor, on the wall, something like, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Well, with your nat 20 here, I had said earlier on the outside there was a sign, an open sign, and obviously when the sign is turned over, it's a closed sign. But because you're indoors, you can look at the sign that says, "Sorry, we're closed. See you in the morning." And around the letters is a field of colored dots. With your nat 20 here, the dots to an untrained eye would be erratically placed. But you know that there's some kind of pattern here. But without knowing Thieves Can't, I don't think you can discern what the meaning of the pattern is. Unless you know Thieves Can't?
Not.
Okay.
Lots of other things. Not that.
Okay. Fair. All right. With the 26 investigation from Garin, what were you looking to investigate?
So, I originally wanted to cast Detect Magic while he was, like, distracted. And basically I want to look, like, behind the counter, see if there's, like, any switches, or, like, look at the wall, see if there's, like, any false walls or stuff like that.
I'd say with your Detect Magic, you sense that there are magical items in this building.
Do I know in any... Oh, I guess, yeah, in this... It doesn't tell me the particular direction, does it?
Yeah.
I mean, so I can't see any, right? So it means that it's, like, behind more than
You sense the
a couple
presence
feet
of
of stone.
magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. Okay. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so you do know there's magic in the room. I will say also with your 26 investigation, the magic in this building is giving off the same aura as the ruidium elephant in your bag of holding.
Oh. Huh. I'll probably point that out to the party. I'll probably whisper, say, hey, there's, like, a lot of ruidium aura in this, like, place.
Okay. 22, 26. Does Chip want to use a perception, or was it just for the distraction thing? Why is he preoccupied?
I mean, that's what I was concerned about, but
Okay.
I thought that it was something else. I didn't realize it was because he was getting me my bread.
You're just focusing. That's all that is there. Ishanarai, 14 perception. You can step up to the counter and look to the right into the bakery. It is filthy. There are waste bins filled with moldy dough and stale flatbread. And there is a few other doors that way. A couple other doors that way.
Okay.
Can you roll an investigation roll as well?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Actually, that's the DC. So there is, from your vantage point, it looks like a secret door. Let me draw a arrow with the ruler here. So from where you are standing, there seems to be a secret door here. Does the arrow draw? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, because it's not showing up on the stream, so that's annoying. And I believe that's everybody. Greg, did you want to roll for anything?
I mean, I might want to just chat it up with
the baker.
Yeah, the baker and stuff like. But not necessarily do any investigating because I have negative wisdom, so probably not gonna attain that. But actually, I have a +2 perception. Actually,
up to you.
I think I'm gonna like try to. No, Chip has that. She's probably best at that. I'll do a perception.
Okay.
11.
What do I have?
You're good at talking, you said.
Oh.
So with your perception, you can see, let me draw another arrow here. From your position, there are some clocks and personal effects of an individual, probably Old Man Crook. His personal belongings over here. Sort of giving you the idea this is probably how you get to his bedroom. So this building isn't entirely just a bakery, but it's also where he lives. He lives and works here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, so Chip and Old Man Crook are talking money. He's getting the bread together and stuff like that. He's very busy. He's very focused. If anybody wants to do anything sneaky, like Ishanari had planned earlier, I think this is going to be your opportunity.
If you do, I'll use the help action. I'll try to help you sneak across.
I'll just continue to ask Crook about, his recipes and ingredients and all that. Just to distract him.
What would be an item in the room, like vantage point of the secret door over in the corner?
Maybe one of his baking tools?
Okay.
Would you stealth your way over there, or do you have some telekinesis-y things?
No, I would have to stealth my way over because I have to lay hands on.
So Greg said he's going to give you the help action. So maybe block the line of sight so Ishanari can sneak by.
There you go. That's good.
A wall.
Yeah, I mean, Greg's huge. It makes sense.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, love it.
Ooh.
Love
Yeah. So Crook is gonna notice and say, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am. This part is personal, private, business area things. Please stay in the customer area. Thank you."
Oh, I'm sorry. I love to cook and I love to bake, and so I just kind of was curious about like how you do this and just found myself wandering over. My apologies, dear.
That's all right. I'm rather I'm alone, so a lot of work is pretty tedious. It's so dirty back there. I don't want anyone to see any of that. It's a little embarrassing.
Oh no, I don't blame you one bit. You made the comment that you work here by yourself. You make all this bread alone.
Yep, Old Man Crooks belongs to Old Man Crook and nobody else. Me and my
Oh,
lonesome.
oh my goodness. I am actually in town just for a little while, and unfortunately, I don't have a lot of money. Would there be any way that I could like maybe come help you out just like part time? I mean, I'd be more than happy to like clean up and like help organize and all that kind of stuff, just as like a little part time thing to make some money so I can survive while I'm here.
Is this deception?
Yes, it is.
All right, let's see the roll.
What?
Oh.
Sorry, Crook. Feels like there isn't really a lot of space. It's a private business. It's a small business, and he'll be running it until he's not running it anymore. So no, thank you for the resume and the cover letter, but no, thank you.
Okay, no worries. Just thought I would offer and help. It looks like you're working really hard.
Yep. Okay. So what is happening now?
All right. Well, gang, I think we should take our bread and leave, and then come back and stalk the place right at closing time, so we can figure out a way to get in and just dig around. Because I think we've taken our shot here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Could
mean, I
we,
could try and charm him.
That's not a bad idea.
could we technically just grab him and just hold him? It's like, never mind, forget about it.
No.
I mean,
I know,
we
Greg,
could,
you
but-
want to like grapple people, but grappling is not always easy.
And we
I mean,
could. I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to pretend like I took a bite of this bread that I don't want to eat anymore.
Is meh baklava?
And I am going to say like, "Oh my God, Crook, this bread is awesome. Like you totally have to tell me the recipe."
Wisdom save?
Yeah,
What's happening?
I'm charming him.
Oh, like charm person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh. I thought we were lowercase charm, not uppercase charm.
This lasts for an hour, right?
Just roll a d20.
It does last for an hour.
19.
God damn it. All right. I guess he should have a chance to react.
Old Man Crook is gonna go, "I see the sarcasm in your voice, young lady, and I don't appreciate it. Bread is some of the finest in this town."
I thought you said that your kitchen is dirty, and I can see it as nasty. Like, is this a food safety hazard.
What? That's so
Come on.
mean. No, sometimes you throw away stuff when you're making. It's not. It doesn't mean anything like that.
I thought you said it was all dirty.
No, you're
not
right.
just
It is.
like...
Yeah, it's moldy.
Oh, okay.
Moldy
Okay.
dough in there. Stale flatbread.
Yeah.
Come on
being
now, we don't.
defensive.
So like, but he knows that I cast a spell on him, right?
He does.
Okay.
He knows that you cast a spell on him, and he interpreted it as you were trying to get on his good side by being charming. But it came
Okay.
off as sarcasm. It didn't come off as sincere.
Okay, I see what's happening. I mean, I could just, report this to the baking authorities. Would you like that? Because I can make that
baking
happen.
authorities.
Oh, you know? Okay, because
Yeah, I live here. I know. This is my building.
I
Come on, guys, I
kind of
think we
thought
are-
there'd be a role for that. I got nothing. I don't know.
I feel like the two of you are going back and forth, and
Yeah.
and that's
Right.
kind of a deal.
Sure.
So while you guys are going back and forth, I think if anybody wants to sneak by, Ishan or I gave a stealth check, so we're gonna have to shelve that. But Garin, Greg, or Jin, does anyone want to do a stealth check and see if you could start snooping?
I'll help.
You'll help.
Who are you helping? Pick somebody to help.
Who has good stealth?
I have 2 to stealth.
6.
Yeah, then.
I'll gotta make sure the. Who do you think I should help?
I think you.
The person who doesn't have a 6 in their stealth.
Really? Okay.
Well, I mean, one of us could just be snooping around, honestly.
But if you guys both do it, then you can split up. That's also an option.
Mm.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's see how sneaky I can be.
Well, if it's anything like the rest of us, it's not good.
An 11.
See, it's not good.
Oh, I guess.
Not gonna cut it.
Sorry.
See, this is why I needed the help action, because the advantage would have been 26.
Yeah, so I got a 10,
That's
so.
what I'm saying. I'm saying you should give advantage to the person who has the higher plus, so there's no chance for failure.
That's what I said.
Everybody
Wait, what?
fails.
What?
No,
Wait, I
you
got
didn't say
13.
that.
I did.
Ooh.
I said you should give it to the person who has the 6 stealth, which
Yeah.
is me.
I mean, we never agreed on who to do it, so I mean,
Wait, why does it say heavy armor? I have medium armor on. What?
Oh, that's strange. Okay, so it should be.
I think it's because it's
13.
only one function because it's disadvantage. I mean, does it get
Yeah,
any
because
different?
skill mail is medium.
Yeah.
So you have got a 13, right?
Yeah,
So that succeeds the check here.
let's go.
Yeah. So with a 13 stealth, Garin, you're going to sneak by. Jin is going to think better of himself and take a step back. Garin, let's start moving into this area here. So Ishanurai very quietly told you there's a room back there.
plus you have that detect magic, so it's going to be easy to find those magic items.
Yeah. Where is okay, see. She's on battle name.
Crook
Crook. There we go.
is with Chip having a combo.
Okay, then I guess I'll try to move without being spotted. Would I have to roll like something or?
That's what the 13 was.
Okay, so then I can just make it towards over here.
So Ishanurai told you that there's a secret door there, but that was Ishanurai's roll. I need you to also make an investigation roll.
Alright. 20.
Nice. Okay, you find a hidden door, which can be opened by pushing it.
Alright, I'm gonna slowly push it and then try to squeeze inside.
Okay. You are now in what looks like a back room.
The back room.
The wall
Oh god.
here is has a door and it's locked. If you have thieves' tools, you can break the lock, or if you want to use a strength check, but it would be very noisy. This room smells like decay, and iron manacles are bolted to the wall. There are stains of various sorts on the floor. The room contains jugs of water, loose pieces of jewelry, and crates that hold low-value stolen goods.
Do I have thieves? Oh shit, I do have thieves tools. Let's go.
Nice. You could do another investigation check in this room, please.
Alright.
Nice.
19.
A metal lockbox is stowed underneath an upside-down crate in a corner of the room.
So in.
It's locked, of course.
I'm gonna press my head against the door, see if I hear anything.
That door would lead to the outside.
Oh, it's too like. Oh, so.
That's like another exit.
Oh, okay. Alright, then I guess I will try to pick the chest.
Okay.
Alright, these tools, I have proficiency.
The box does not open with an 18. Although your detect magic is letting you know inside of this box is the magic item you detected earlier.
Okay. Can I pour acid on the lock with my alchemical jug?
That would just ruin the lock and shut the box.
I'm gonna press my head against the false door and see if they're still talking.
Yeah, I'd say, Chip, are you maintaining like this back and forth with Old Man Crook?
Yeah, we're still arguing about whether or not there's a baking authority.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna pick the back door.
Okay.
To the exit so that I have an escape in case things go south.
Okay, go for it. 18? That's the early roll.
Yeah, that's the old one. Oh fuck, 11. Oof.
The DC is 15.
I'm gonna continue attempting. I think he's gonna take the wait. So the lockbox, how big is it?
It's pretty big.
Okay, so I'm not carrying it outside.
Yeah, probably not. So if you want to go for this door a second time, you can roll with your thieves' tools, but it would be a disadvantage.
Fair enough. I'll do that. Okay, there we go. It's got open.
The door opens.
Okay. And I'm gonna run back to to the lockbox and I guess attempt it.
Let's push that lock.
How long do you think this has taken so far? Like realistically, with this conversation going on outside.
I think you have time for one more check, and then that's it.
Okay. No pressure.
No pressure. At disadvantage.
Lovely. Yep. No. God.
Not happening today, bud.
All right. Fuck it. Shoot. Then, if that's the case, I will. guess screw off. Unless I have something. Wait, hold on. Oh, my.
Nope, that's it. You gotta go. Let me
All
get
right,
out of
let's
here.
go.
It's
All
time.
right,
All right.
let's get.
Cool. You're outside.
Oh, oh.
You go around the building here to see the front of the party.
Okay.
All right, Chip. I think it's time.
Time for what?
Time to get out. I think this conversation is over.
Okay.
We are closed.
All right, everybody, we're leaving.
Thank you for your business.
Wait. I didn't actually get anything.
Chip did.
Can I? Before
What?
You want to buy some bread?
before I go, can I get like a baguette?
Sure. You can get a big old baguette.
Before I go, I'd like a loaf of rye and Freiburg. It's a very thrilling combination.
A copper piece for each type of bread that you purchase. That's 1 for Greg and 2 for Jen.
I'm just.
Are we all heading to the front door now?
I believe we're heading out, yes.
Like, are we walking towards the front door?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Should be.
Okay, right as we get to the front door, suddenly want to turn on. Do you have elephant bread by chance?
Elephant bread?
Yeah.
You don't know what elephant bread is.
Are you speaking as the character or you?
Old Man Crook does not know what elephant bread is.
Some baking authority you are.
Oof.
I want to look. Yeah, I want to look at him and I want to
You're
roll my
insulting a
eyes.
lot.
Yeah, I do. I want to look at him and I want to roll my eyes. And well, so much for you being the best baker in town, and then turn.
Mean. So mean. Okay.
And he was arguing about baking authorities.
Yeah, I mean, he decided to be a dude. Just ended.
What in the world is elephant bread?
It's elephant bread a thing?
That's what happens when you're a doughy douchebag.
Is elephant bread a thing?
Yes.
Okay, and a monkey bread.
I googled elephant bread and immediately it's images of bread shaped like elephants.
It does.
All right, guys, let's get out of the room here. All right. Are you waiting for nightfall? Are you gonna hide behind something?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll probably tell the party of my findings that I found a lockbox had some magic in.
So did you try like putting acid on the hinges?
No,
Oh,
because part of my brain said that was a stupid idea. So I was like, "You're right." Like, why would I do that?
Seems like a good idea to me.
I rubbed 2 brain cells together and I realized that it was a really dumb idea.
Well, you're the smart one, so I'll take your word for it.
Okay. Where are we hiding, guys? This matters. Look at the map. Where are we hiding?
Alright, let's move myself around here for a second just so I can see.
Mm.
Okay.
So this is like between 2 rocks here, or
Yeah, that's like between 2 rocks.
In this
Oh,
building, I can tell you that.
In this building, you can't just go inside someone's building.
Want to bet?
Oh, well, I mean,
I
if
bet.
you want to roll for it, sure.
I'm gonna go hide in this corner right here.
I just snap
I'll
open
hide
the
with you over
door.
there also.
yeah, I feel like you're...
Enjoying my rye and my Freiburg.
Yeah, actually, I'll just stay behind this rock. Oh, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to be seen by like the road or this like person's like driveway or whatever that is, or path to their house.
Yeah, well, you are also like a gnome.
Yeah,
so
I'm tiny.
If you wanna,
Is this house empty?
if you wanna like get on a perch or something, it's completely
Yeah,
fine.
is this like this is just the top of a rock?
This is like the top of a 15-foot tall rock. Yeah.
I feel like I could still be seen up there, though.
I'm gonna go behind the
Hey,
back.
you can't just go into people's houses, Greg. Stop it. What the
I
fuck?
was trying to go up. I didn't mean to go in the house.
How long does invisibility last? How long? Like an hour?
An hour.
Oh, okay.
Found a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot.
I guess I'll like lay down on top of the rock so that I'm not visible from underneath the rock.
Cool. Where's Ishanrai hiding?
Is everybody in the building?
Oh no, we're all hiding outside.
Is someone going this? Nah, it's still empty.
What is the closest place to the front door of the shop while still being hidden?
This is the front door of the shop here. There are various rocks and other kinds of natural barriers around you.
Okay, I'm hiding like there,
Okay.
approximately.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to get inside that house?
No! I mean, you can break in. Do you want to break into a house?
I mean, is it empty?
No. It's not empty.
Okay.
Alright.
The map begs to. I think this is a good spot.
Okay. All these rocks fall on you and you die.
I actually have super strength, so I just push the rocks back.
Oh, it's not you. They're super rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
With anti-magic fields all around them.
So, 1 hour after sunset, you guys see a gnome wearing all red walking towards the bakery. I'm going to...
No, he's mad because he's all red.
Well, clearly a member of the Vermilion Consortium.
That doesn't look evil at all.
It's not evil, it's just small, okay? Small smiles look like big smiles.
Small ones are always the evil ones.
Fire in the background. Yeah.
Just like the Lalafell.
So, our gnome here traveled up this canal. So Greg would have seen him. Would have went past Chip's Rock. Oh, what a great name for a rock! Would have hooked around to land at the front of the bakery. I think Ashana and I would also have been able to see it. Jin, you're kind of tucked in there deep. I believe you'd be using your auditory senses more than your visual, unless you want to take a step forward. Garin, I think
it's out the back. It's like just in the back.
The back exit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they like take a boat or?
No, I'm just walking alongside the canal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, our little vermilion gnome is going to knock on the door. Crook is going to come out and invite him in. Do you guys do anything?
Is that like a special knock?
Yes.
Can I tell what it is?
It's probably some level of thieves' cant.
But I can't replicate the knock.
What would you...
Because like...
So that would be like a deception roll, I think.
Deception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you were to replicate the knock.
Okay.
Okay. So Krook is going to lead this gnome into the building. Jin, can you roll perception, please? Because you're kind of close to the action. You're just on the other side of the wall.
Yes, I can. Perception is nothing
You hear bits and pieces of a conversation. Things about a potential buyer and there being competition about a purchase. Which you can piece together. Okay. Garin, can you give me a perception roll as well?
Can cannot do, apparently.
Okay. So with your 8, you can hear a conversation about alluding to an impromptu auction. It sounds like starting bid 1,000 gold pieces. At this moment, which Greg, Chip, and Ishanarai don't know is happening, there are more people coming in from the canal side, traveling from the south to the north past Chip, and coming from the east side to the west side past Ishanarai. There are more people that are heading towards the bakery.
Are they also in red?
They are not. They could possibly be merchants, mercenaries. So it's one person passing Greg, one person passing Chip, and one person passing Ishanarai. It's 3 people total heading towards the front entrance of the bakery.
Does Ishanarai have any kind of like message or something like that she can do to talk to people?
I think we were talking about a switchboard thing earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I have my 6-way telepathic contact with you guys.
Yeah, so I think I would like, I don't think I can initiate this, right? You have to initiate it.
Correct.
I guess like out of character, I feel like we should communicate about what's happening.
Oh, good lord, yeah.
I think these are like, I mean, I guess at this point, if I know that there's an auction being talked about, I feel like I'd be...
Yeah.
I think these might be like buyers, right? Like maybe they're like here to participate in the auction. Or they're here to attack them, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, there's people coming.
Ish, if I make you invisible, can you go sneak your way in there?
Me? Probably.
Good. I'm making her invisible.
Oh. Okay.
You got an hour.
Okay, I'm invisible. I want to try and do like a backdoor place.
Just walk in with them.
There's a back door near Garin.
Yeah. It's locked. I would assume they would relock it.
Yeah. I could also communicate that. Well, no, I guess you'd be invisible.
I would probably also tell Ishanarai that they're having a conversation, like probably right through that door, so they'll notice the door open.
Just walk in with the rest of the crowd that's coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the next like person or group to walk through, and then I just want to like slip in behind them.
Okay, so we're gonna have that happen where Ishanarai is going to walk in step with somebody. Please roll stealth to hide your footsteps. I'm gonna roll against it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, you are invisible.
And also in step with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, can I also walk in step, like directly behind someone, so I like match inside their...
I think that's fair. I think that works really well. So you are carefully walking and you are imperceivable through sight. The person in front of you is making a lot of noise as they walk. They have a heavy pouch on their waist, probably carrying some large gems, not gold pieces. and you can walk into the building alongside this person who's got a lot of money on them, and that is where we are going to close the session for today. Well,
Yay!
everybody, we have